Pride, a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, conscious, consciousness of one's dignity. That's what pride usually means. But for me, pride was the worst thing that held me back in my entire life. Ever since I was a little kid, I was always on the selfish side. I put myself in front of others because I expected it. The things I wanted more of it. That certain mindset kept me back from so much enjoyment in life, dare I say. I missed out on the best thing in my life because of it. Because I believe everybody has narcissistic tendencies, good and bad, which meaning good meaning of course taking care of yourself, being healthy, looking good, etc., etc. But I struggled with being very self-centered, thinking I was entitled to everything, and overall expecting people to treat me like I'm a prince. And the crazy part, I never even had the opportunity to act on that entitlement. I grew up, I grew up fat, uh, ugly and fat. Yet in my head, I thought I was still very important. I still do, but I try my best to take care of myself. I'm not trying to be the victim. I'm not trying to sound enlightened. I'm still trying my best to grow. I'm making this video because one of my closest friends told me something. He told me that we all struggle with different stuff, different sins, and we were on the topic of the seven deadly sins. My close friend Eric told me he struggles with lust, and my other friend struggles with greed. And the more I thought about it, the simplest way to explain human flaws is through the seven deadly sins: wrath, sloth, lust, gluttony, pride, greed, envy. And the one I struggle with the most is pride. Because I grew up in a household learning from people's bad traits and promising myself and my mother that I wouldn't become a bad man. But maybe that promise twisted into something else that you may think, that I personally like to think in a way. Maybe that's why I thought I was better than everyone. For example, a couple of days ago, I got into a big fight in our group chat. I was telling my three friends to log in, do something with their life, and overall, the intent is good. The execution was abysmal. It was so bad. I came off very aggressive. I thought I had the moral high ground. I was just over in general, just egoing and having very pride and yeah. It was I was very, very dumb in that situation. And after the group chat settled for a while and the arguments, and I thought about it, and I realized something. I'm not doing better. If anything, I might be doing worse. And I thought to myself, life changes people. Everyone needs their own time to lock in. And so to speak, my friends are just as lost as me, or even I'm worse off of them because I feel like I'm doing worse right now. But I acted like I had it all figured out and what I want to do, what I'm gonna do, and yeah, I think that's where I actually screwed up. In the past, I've been bad at communicating what I want to say versus what they feel they should hear in a way that's it's very childish. It is childish. But that's just my pride saying, or my ego saying, "Oh, they can't be understood. This and that." Like, you know what I mean. And I realized I need to do better, not for them, but for myself. Because the moment you think you've reached the peak of what you understand, you stop growing. Because no peak is greater than the human mind. Because we can always grow and grow and grow and grow. And my tip is more like, what I want to say is that just be true to yourself. Yes, sometimes, but you can argue that yes, sometimes in life you might have to be a little fake to get ahead, or like you have to do that and that, or you, like, manipulate in a way that you have to understand the game. But you must be real with the ones you actually care about. The ones you, they are the ones that actually treated you the way you were, because they care about you. And caring for someone else and putting yourself over them is the best thing you can ever do. And I should have realized that earlier, because my pride convinced me I am better than them, or I should tell them they should do better. But humility reminds you you're still learning.